Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, I have some new analysis to give you guys inside of XRP and the XRP price action that we see today. As you guys already know, I'm a big time follower of XRP, been a big time investor, and I'm expecting that we're going to be seeing a reversal very soon. A lot of people are trying to tell us that we're bearish, that we're going to zero, spread all of the FUD that they possibly can to shake us out of our positions, but I can tell you guys right now that these people are going to be hating themselves in a couple weeks when this thing starts mooning. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join for the fastest growing, the very best Discord community. My server has over 18,000 members and growing so fast. Help me get to my goal of 20,000 members. You know, we're so close to getting there. All you guys gotta do to join is click inside the description of this video, and they're gonna find the invitation link to my Discord server. On the Discord server, you're also going to be able to find my VIP course and signal. So if you guys ever want to copy every single trade that I take, follow my entire portfolio, as well as getting private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my Discord server, then make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video, because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. One final thought before we jump into the video is if you are a new guy and you want a little bit more education and content to go about how to be profitable, I have a free ebook that's also linked in the description that's really going to help you guys out a lot, because I know everything that I put inside of that ebook is the real skills that help me go from being unprofitable to profitable. And so I've made it free to download. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at XRP on the 3-day time frame. Now guys, we ignored the FUD. We ignored every one of the haters that said that this thing was going to go to zero. We ignored them because we all knew the real value inside of XRP. We knew that the SEC lawsuit was FUD, and we knew no matter what they were going to prevail through that. Some of us knew, some of us didn't. The people that didn't panic sold and now took a loss that they didn't need to. And so here we are, guys, looking at XRP, and I can tell you guys right now, yes, it's been a little while since I made an XRP video. Why haven't I made an XRP video? Well, guys, honestly, there's been a lot more coins to trade that have been more fun that I'm invested in. So, you know, obviously I'm going to talk about those. Does it mean that I'm any less bullish on XRP? No, of course not. It just means that right now it's more fun to be trading other things. And so let's actually look into some XRP price analysis today, because honestly, guys, I'm not bearish in the slightest. You know, my bullish stance long-term has not faltered at all. And so you guys don't need to be worrying anything. Oh no, is Donovan bearish? Oh no, what's he going to do with his money? Should I be panic selling? What should I do? All of these things, just stop worrying, guys. I mean, you've been in here investing knowing that the plan was new all-time highs. So when the price starts flipping up and down, side to side, why does your plan change? What makes it, why do you have to get so emotional in the moment that makes you flip out and completely revise your plan? I just really don't understand it. You know, from everything that I see, you know, support held. You know, we didn't even fall to retest the very bottom of the support. You know, we got close, but we didn't even retest that point. And so overall, you know, it was even more bullish than a lot of people expected it to be. And what we can see forming right now, you know, this is kind of something I talked about in my last video. This is just your classic textbook example of a 135 Elliott wave impulse. And then what followed was a correction. Now, the correction was obviously a lot more expansive and impulsive than we would have expected to see because of the lawsuit. Obviously, that had an effect on it. But overall, you know, generally speaking, when you see Elliott wave theory, the corrective ABC structure on the C leg, it usually falls onto support of the 4 wave. And that's exactly what happened. And so there's literally nothing about this chart that is screaming that we're bearish. And that's why I just want you guys to, you know, calm down, relax, don't worry so much. What I see forming, you know, on the shorter time frames is probably the most obvious looking inverse head and shoulder formation I've seen in a while. You know, this is coming after a very expansive corrective move on the downside. This entire thing looks like an ABC correction. You know, like even this entire move looks a lot like what happened to Bitcoin when it rallied up to 14K. chopped around here and then ended up crashing after COVID. The only difference was instead of this being COVID, this is the SEC lawsuit. And it's very similar. There's so many different parallels you can draw. I don't care to get into all the parallels because at the end of the day, you know, what is staring us right in the face is a massive reversal pattern. And so because of that, we just have to be aware on how to actually go about trading it. So we have the neckline resistance here at about 37 cents approximately. It's really important that we break above that. Otherwise, you know, this isn't going to be an inverse head and shoulder. But if we can get a break above this 30-cent mark, 37-cent mark, I should say, that's going to be a confirmed reversal of this entire bearish move. And so the whole lawsuit, the whole SEC FUD, all of this stuff will mean nothing as soon as we cross above 37 cents. So 37 cents should be the line drawn in the sand, right? That should be the marker as XRP community, XRP army, you know, all of you people out there. This is really the thing that you guys want to see, is us to break above this level. Because if we can break above this level, I think that that ultimately sets us back up for a 60-cent move. And that'll complete the V bottom, kind of the thing that I've been watching for. The same thing that happened with Bitcoin. COVID happens, sells off super crazy, goes to $3,800. The dip immediately gets bought up. And then what happens to Bitcoin? V bottom 40K. You know, this is the type of stuff that happens with these cryptos. They're going to do crazy things because they're insanely volatile. A lot of money will leave and a lot of money will enter. And we have to be prepared for this beforehand, which, you know, guys, as it stands right now, I'm personally bullish on XRP. I think that this inverse head and shoulder is going to play out, and we're going to be heading upwards to 60 cents to complete this V bottom. You know, on the bigger time frames, pretty much same old, nothing's really changed that much. I think that the most important thing to understand here is the fact that once we actually started selling off, you know, we didn't end up falling all the way back down to retest the very lowest point. So what that tells me is that there's obviously enough buy support to prevent it from falling that low. So that obviously signals that there's a lot of strong hands in the market. Now, one of the other things is we ended up coming all the way back up to pretty much just retest this 35-cent zone. 30 cents to like 36 cents. It's literally within the 6-cent zone that prices have hit or been on support or been on resistance for forever, guys. Literally this entire bear market. It's all this level. It's all this level. It's literally this entire price history all pretty much revolves around this red line for the most part, within a 6-cent range, right? Now, what happened was we sold back below this range. We ended up falling all the way down to 17.5 cents, pretty much the lowest point in the cycle. And then once we actually got the dip bought up, we swung all the way back on the upside to back to 37 cents. So we pretty much had to just retest and fill out this entire range, right? And so now where it stands, this sell-off that we're seeing right now, this little red candle, this is us. You know, we filled out the range. So the range was established from 17.5 cents upwards to 37 cents, right? This is the range. Now this red sell-off candle that we're seeing right now, this is us finding a midway point between the range, right? That's exactly what we're doing right now. And let's see really where we're at. The bottom of that range took us to the midway point, I should say. Let's make this a little bit smaller. That took us to about 25.5 cents. So this is really where I would be looking. So really that takes us to 25 cents. And from this point, we're finding support above this level. We can see that this is actually an important level. It was resistance here. It was support here. It was support here. It was short-term resistance here. And now this is us being back above it. And so as long as we can stay above these levels, this, in my opinion, is just us reclaiming higher highs. We're making higher highs and higher lows. And it has to start small considering we just had a very big correction with the SEC lawsuit. And so I expect that these dips are going to get bought up. I don't expect that we're going to be breaking out or breaking down and going into new lows. I expect that we're going to be going up much higher from here. And so I just wanted to give you guys some thoughts and perspectives inside of XRP. Realistically, guys, there's a stupid amount of volume that came in here. Obviously, a lot of sell volume, but there's equally as much buy volume because the price is up to pretty much the same point that it sold off from. So obviously, somebody's buying this, guys. It's not like they're just going to panic sell everything. It's going to go to zero because it's just not going to be the case here. You know, I think that most of this is just FUD. I don't think that there's really a lot of substantial evidence to support this. I don't think it's going to play out in the way that most people do. Everybody's favorite traders, everybody's favorite, you know, analyst, all of these people have been saying that XRP is going to go to zero. I had to do my part by just buying more because when you hear these types of claims, they're always wrong, guys. They're literally always wrong, and it's always before a major bottom in the market. So let's actually come right here, and let's take a look at the Bitcoin pair. before we wrap up this video, because I think that this is going to be another important talking point. Let's drop it to a shorter time frame. Let's just take a look at XRP. So as it stands right now, XRP to me looks like it's forming some type of bottom, right? That's just what it looks like for me. You know, and you could even label this as an inverse head and shoulder. It looks a little bit funkier in my opinion, but it's still kind of, it actually still follows it. And so as it stands right now, we're kind of just following the same pattern, which is going to take us to the same direction depending on which way we go. It really just depends on what happens from here. Is the inverse head and shoulder going to play out, or, you know, are we bearish for new lows? For me personally, I don't think we're bearish for new lows just because we're pretty much at the all-time low for the Bitcoin pair. Is it possible it could go lower? Of course. Definitely can't label off the potential of you being wrong because, you know, it happens time and time again in these markets. But as it stands right now, we're pretty much at those all-time lows. There was an insane amount of volume that came in here at these lows. You know, there's just too many reasons for me to just want to pull the trigger and pick up some more XRP. I've already bought it. You know, I did what I was going to. I bought another 105K XRP. I'm happy with that. I've got a very nice bag looking for the long-term hold. As it stands right now, we could go lower. We could, you know, retest all-time low. This to me just looks like capitulation. We've seen this type of a move before, and it happened right here. Notice how we kind of go up, and then we immediately sell through support and have that insane sell-off. So it reminds me a lot of the same type of move that we saw there. Make this big impulse. Everybody thinks we're bullish, then we just nuke straight back down to the all-time lows. Very similar to the move that we saw here. And here, it just looks like the same type of consolidation. And so for that, you know, with this being so close to that all-time low, if there was ever a time to buy, this would be the time to buy it. You know, it's also the point where everybody perceives the most risk, even though technically, if this is the bottom, this would be the highest opportunity. But this is just the way that market psychology works, guys. We don't know fully what's going to happen. Even if you have the best indicators, even if you are so proficient and you win 90% of the trades that you make, you still never for sure know what's going to happen. And that's why we just have to play the market ear by ear. XRP to me looks like it's pulling off a couple inverse head and shoulders, which is bearish reversal patterns of the prior bearish trend, which has been this entire move. Guys, in XRP, we've only ever had one impulse. This entire move since 2018 has been us going down. Lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. And then the first time in this entire bull cycle that XRP starts making higher highs and higher lows, and we have a correction from that, everybody tells you it's going to zero. Everybody tells you that it's bearish. Everybody says that it's a scam. Who are you going to trust in these times? Are you going to trust the analysis, or are you going to trust the FUD from people that were never invested into XRP that have the biggest opinions about XRP? So anyways, guys, I'll leave you guys to discuss that. Think about that. These are just thoughts to have. Overall, I'm bullish. You guys know my plans. You guys know my perspective. So go about watching my videos, and we'll go, and I'll keep you guys updated. Now, guys, as we wrap up this video, for the people that have waited this long, and the people that want to sign up for my video course and signals, inside of my Discord, I offer two groups. I offer the video course, which is going to be 20 educational videos that are going to teach you guys the ins and outs to my trading plan, my investment strategies, all the technical analysis that I do on the charts. I'm going to teach you guys in a 20-part video series that's provided for you inside of my video course in a private chat room. Now, on the other hand, I also offer the signals. The signals are the ability to follow every single trade that I take over this next cycle. So if you guys want to just copy what I'm doing, know exactly what I've put my money into, what I've invested my money into with exact percentage allocations to each, then that's where you're going to be able to find that is inside of my private chat room in the Signal service. You guys can purchase them together, or you can purchase them separate. If you can only pick one, I always go with the Signals first, because the Signals is the way for you guys to copy my portfolio and make the gains with me, because that's obviously the most important part. Everybody wants to come in here and make money. If you guys want to know what I'm doing with my money, I post it all inside of my Signals in Discord, which you guys can actually sign up for by following the links inside the description. You guys can purchase them together separate. I always recommend going with the signals first. If you guys don't want to sign up for any of my signals or my VIP stuff, remember that I do have a free ebook that's also linked in the description. So this is for new guys getting into the market that just want to have a little bit more encouragement as far as knowledge goes. All of the stuff I'm going to give you guys inside of that free ebook is stuff I really wish I would have had in the last cycle, because it's really these basic principles that help me from being unprofitable to turning into profitable. And that's why I'm going to give it to you guys for free. So links are provided for you in the description to download. And with all that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.